Well, here I am. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Sarah, how you doing? What you doing? What you up to, Sarah? Well, I know I'm running late, y'all, but let me tell you what happened. I've been running my mouth. I've been running my trap. Yep, I sure have. Talking like always. Talking like always. Let me take this down right quick. Let me see. Running my mouth, girl. Just running her mouth. What's going on, Sarah? You all right? Like my boy just barely moving, looking like there it go, there it go. Boy, I tell you, it's too late in the day for my for me not be moving. I mean, too early in the day for my boy not to be moving. What the problem is, you know, every time you pay for StreamYard, something always wrong. Every time, every single time. So today we're gonna talk about balance. Can you hear me, Sarah? Let's see what Sarah's saying. You good? I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. What is this right here? Show example. Click on comment. They done did so much. Oh my Lord, they done did so much to StreamYard. I'm telling you, they gonna mess around. Huh. And StreamYard ain't gonna be working. I mean, every time I turn around, I got something new. When I clicked on it today, they had something new. I'm like, every time I turn around, they got something new. And I don't know why. It's crazy. But anyway, let's get started. So, we're going to talk about domestic violence for just a short period of time. Okay. So, I received a letter. I always get my text message. I always get my emails. It's never, and sometimes I be wondering, like, how people not know about their abusers. Do they not get emails? Do they not get text messages? Because it is available. And if you don't have that, contact your local police department who can get you in contact or give you a number where you can call and get yourself registered, so you can always get that notification by text message and email. I get mine both ways. Yeah, I want to be on top of everything that go on as far as toward me. I want to know what the hell going on. Okay. So, I was getting these letters and everything a while back, and said, I guess he was running off, getting in trouble or something. They was basically trying to um I guess find place for him to go. I don't know, but I called to El Paso and really couldn't get no answer. I've said this before. I couldn't get no answer from the lady, and she was acting like she didn't know nothing. That it was all just like duh to her. Um, she couldn't give me. When I say no answer, she didn't know nothing. So as if she didn't know nothing, I feel like that I'm really talking to somebody who don't even know their job, right? Okay, so my last notification that I got was here. It notified me that this is to notify you that this offender has been arrested on 11/28/2025. This offender is in custody due to an alleged violation of the conditions of a supervision. So I contacted Harris County. No answer. Cool. No problem. Okay. So they're letting me know that he's in custody and that he had a violation, right? Okay. So on 1/15, again, I get a text message and I get a email. These are my emails on stream because I couldn't put my text messages. These are my emails. This email said 1/15/2026. This is to notify you the offender was transferred from Harris County Jail to a undisclosed in unknown on 1/15/2026. We will continue to notify you of the changes of this offender's status. Okay. So they moved him to a undisclosed in, it didn't say where it said where he went to. It said undisclosed in unknown place. I guess so they're letting me know that they're sending him back to Tdcj. Let me see if I have that one. Let me just 1 second. I think I may have that too. Let me see. Because I make sure I keep my contact. Let's see, wrong email. My bad. I stay on top of my game. You know what I'm saying? So I asked someone, they said that he got another charge. I don't know if they would tell me what new charge he gotten, but I want to know. So that's why I tell you, ladies, always prepare yourself. Now, if they send him back down to Tdcj, which would be a good thing, right? Because the one that I got for what's the date on this one? 3 days ago. It said 3 days ago, email. It says, this to notify you that the Texas Board of Pardons and Parole, which is a BPP, continued supervision of this offender to include a temporary return to Tdcj, custody of sanctions and possible modifications to the offender's condition of release. The duration of the sanction is unknown. You will be notified when those sanctions are completed and the offender is released from custody. So right now, the Tdcj has him in custody, right? So I'm going to make this phone call because I have some questions. One question would be, are they making modifications on his years of conditions to be? No, how many years he going to go back to do in CJ, or will he continue these conditions back in the halfway house? So, I'm going to call the hotline number. What's my pen at? And now I'm going to find out because I got another number down, but that don't look like it's the right number. It's a different number from the number that I got. Just 1 second. Let me get my pen. I had a pen. I don't know. Maybe Sabrina done moved the pen. Okay. So, let me just write this number here down right quick. This is another number that I had wrote a different number down. Then this number here that I'm gonna call is the victim service to Tdcj Texas Gov. So, and this is down at 8712 Social Creek Boulevard in Austin, Texas. So let me call and get my answers to my questions. Let's find out. Let's see here. Oh, let me get the TDCJ number one moment, y'all, because they don't ask me for his information, his TDCJ number. And I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. Let's see here. That number would be SID. And the TDCJ number. Because if he gonna be back in the jailhouse, then I can remove some things from up under my pillow. Okay, let's call this number right quick. Because I got the call. Okay, let's call.
Hello, you've reached the Victim Services Division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
Can you hear Sarah?
English, please remain on the line. Para continuar en español, oprima 7 ahora. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Please listen closely to the following options. You may press the pound key at any time to return to the main menu. For crime victims compensation, please press 1. If you are a friend or family member of an offender, please press 2. If you wish to speak to a Victim Services Division representative, please press 3. Victim Services Division hotline representatives are available from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you are calling during these hours, please stay on the line and your call will be answered in the order.
Can you hear me, Sarah?
Please have the offender's TDCJ number or state ID number available for prompt assistance. If you are unable to hold, you may press 1 to leave a message, or you may email us at victim.svc@tdcj.texas.
Okay, you can hear. Okay.
Please stay on the line and your call will be answered in the order it was received. 1 moment, please.
Yes, good afternoon. I was calling about an inmate. My name? Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I want you to know right now one of our systems is down, so we have very limited information for right now.
Okay.
So I do see that you are the victim of the offense he's serving right now.
I am. Mm-hmm.
not working. We can see right now, because like I said, the system is down.
Just system down. Okay.
Yes, you might want to give us maybe an hour. We don't close until 4:45 Central Standard Time. So if you'd like to call us back, and hopefully it'll be updated so that we can give you see more information. As of right now, let me see.
Yeah, I'm on the I've been registered on the registration where I can get contacted by, when things change or whatever. And I got the email and voicemail. And ma'am, I had been calling down to El Paso. And but they wasn't able to give me anything, but I still was getting I was still getting my notification, I was still getting my emails, my regular things like I supposed to. Um and this last one it just saying that the TDCJ he was sanctioned. So, and I was asked my question was, um, he had been in so much trouble down there in El Paso, and I was like wondering how much trouble do a person get in before he get back to the TDCJ. But I just try to give a call back. It's almost 4 o'clock here, so you said you close at 5, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the parole board, was he on parole? Is that what happened? He was on parole, and he broke parole, and so he came back, and they decided to put him in an intermediate sanction facility, which they're still going to be keeping an eye on him. But that is all the information I can see.
Okay.
He still has all the special conditions he has to abide by.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to have an anger control training counseling, domestic violence counseling. He is going to be on super intensive supervision program. He is not to enter Dallas County,
Right.
and he's not to have any contact with the victim.
Right. Right. Um, how much trouble do a person get into when they've been in a halfway house? Do they get into a lot of trouble before it get a certain amount of trouble before they be reported back again, or they give them so much trouble and then they get counseling, then they try to do other options?
That depends on the parole board and what they want to do, Krista.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. 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 I'll try back calling back today. If not, I'll just call back tomorrow because it's almost kind of about your time to go home.
Yes. Okay.
And I know you're ready to go. Okay. Well, I thank you, ma'am. I'll try to call back tomorrow. Man, I can get some answers tomorrow. And I thank you very much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Likewise.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Well, okay. So the system is down. Okay. So I'm gonna try to call back tomorrow. We're gonna try to get tomorrow. I'm gonna call back tomorrow. So, but he's in trouble. In trouble. Yeah. He's in trouble. Yeah, he's in trouble. Could you hear Sarah? He's in trouble. Um, I don't know what he did. And she can't really tell me because what he did. And then, Sarah, can we say that we're not surprised, right? Because he's been getting in trouble from day one. He got out. He's been getting in a lot of trouble since day one. And I'm surprised that he gone this long, not going back. But this man was in, he got released in November of last year. And he's still in a halfway house this year of 2026. Okay. When he got out from day one, he was still in so much trouble. He got in trouble. I kept getting emails. I keep getting text messages. So I even called me and my friend. We called down there to El Paso to see what was going on. And the lady herself, she couldn't really even tell me anything. She didn't know nothing. So I'm like, if you the parole person and you can't really tell me anything, why the hell you sitting in that seat? Why are you just being a seat warmer? I need some information. I need info. And for the life of me and my friend, we could not figure out why she didn't have any information. So as time went on, I was still getting these calls, getting these calls, getting these calls, getting these calls. I mean, not calls, but these emails, these text messages. And I'm checking them. And I'm discussing it with my friend girl. We talking about them. We talking about them and everything. And this last one I got, you know, he's been returned to TDCJ. And I'm like, it took y'all that long to get him back down there out of all the emails, out of all the text messages that I got about this man, y'all took this long to put him back where he belonged. The lady was saying some of his terms and conditions that they still had on him. And he still cannot return to Dallas County. That's a good thing. Because Lord knows. Mm, yeah, I want to see me on TV. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't sleep hard. I sleep a little light. I got a right pillow. I got a left pillow. Think about it. But anyway, I'm just I'm mad because the system down. And I really want to know what was happening. So I guess tomorrow or one day before the week is up, I will be calling back to find out what's going on. I'm gonna do another call. I got to find out. I don't know why I was twirling just then. Hey, that girl, that my girl Liz. Where you been, that girl? Hey, Miss Nola, no, where you been, girl? You doing all right, baby? It is good to see you. Mwah, to my friend, yeah. But y'all, when y'all get in domestic violence situations, I have read so many stories, so many stories. I will be back this week. I might be back. You've been doing all right. That's good, baby. That's good. I'm glad to see you. Good to see you, sister. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's that baby doing? That baby doing all right, Miss Nola? How's that baby doing down there? He doing all right? I know you said you got some time to spend. You had some time to spend with the baby, but I know you enjoyed it. But he's getting bigger. He's getting big on you. I bet he getting big. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna call back one day this week. To see if I can get somebody on the phone. Um, not on the phone, but the system. Man, hopefully the system be working by the time I get ready to call back again. But yeah, he is. That's good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your baby. I'm glad y'all had some time together. I know he getting big. And I know you were glad to see that baby because you be talking about that baby, girl. I know you glad to see that doggone baby. And I just probably just hugged on you. I know he missed you too. He glad to see you too. But y'all, let's get this video. I got a video I want to play, y'all, of a boxer. Of a boxer. Now, when you have that kind of talent, you know, why would you want to beat on a person, right? Why why be indulging domestic violence, right? Right. So So let's talk about let's where YouTube is screwed up. Let me take this comment out so I'll be in the way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's check this video, y'all. It's a boxer, y'all. It's domestic violence. So yeah, let's get into it.
Right now at 5, a boxing star at the center of a multi-agency manhunt. World lightweight champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis is wanted on multiple charges, accused of domestic violence in Miami Gardens. And this is not his first run-in with the law. Good evening, I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Jim Berry. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. CBS News Miami's Chelsea Jones is your reporter live in Miami Gardens with the allegations against Davis. Chelsea.
And guys, this happened back in October, according to Miami Gardens Police Department. The ex-girlfriend told officers that Gervonta showed up to her job, which is a gentleman's club in town, and he put his hands on her. And police say that they have surveillance video that corroborates those claims.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis.
Most people know him as a world champion boxer, but now there's a warrant out for his arrest.
On the following charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping.
The victim told Miami Gardens police Davis showed up to her job at a Miami Gardens gentlemen's club on October 27th.
The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other.
Police say he then forced her down the steps into a parking garage. That's where the victim says Tank let her go and she ran away. She reported it 2 days later.
She has known Mr. Davis since 2022, and they were previously involved in an intimate relationship for approximately 5 months, which ended about a month prior to the incident.
Both fighters knockout artists, both of them undefeated.
In July 2025, 3 months before this alleged incident, the boxer was arrested on a battery charge, accused of assaulting the mother of his children on Father's Day. This is video of him not speaking to cameras when he was released from TdcJ-Gervonta. The charges were dropped. In 2023, he was charged with battery, accused of slapping a woman. Florida prosecutors dropped that charge after the victim said she did not wish to proceed. In 2020, he turned himself in after this video that appears to show him grabbing the mother of his child out of her seat at a charity boxing game.
I want to say I'm a boxer, puncher. I'm definitely explosive.
The United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force is looking for him. The Baltimore Banner reports that Davis told Inside Boxing Live that he had plans to hang up his gloves at the end of last year because he has 2 daughters that he wanted to be softer and more humble for. We have reached out to his attorneys and they have declined to comment. Live in Miami Gardens, I'm Chelsea Jones, CBS.
So what do y'all think? What do you think? Now, this is a professional boxer, okay? So he been whooping ass since 2020, as far as on females, okay? Somebody need to beat the slob out of him. 2020, he been jumping on women. And then for whoever you are, Miss Lady, whoever you are, in 2020, you said you want to drop those charges, lady. Why did you want to drop those charges? Because he didn't stop there. He kept on. He went to somebody else. You baby mama, okay, he jumped on you, okay. But you didn't press no charges. So you left that responsibility to the next person to get jumped on, to get abused. Because he's gotten away, one, with you. Because you didn't press no charges, Miss Lady. If you would press those charges, Miss Lady, maybe he would have kind of like changed his ways a little bit. or looked at things a little bit different a little bit. But Miss Lady, you dropped those doggone charges. Why? Why did you drop those charges, lady? When you dropped those charges, you gave him more reason to say, it's okay. It's okay to be up on a woman. It's okay, right? Because you dropped the charges, he felt like it's okay. It ain't no big old deal. And he a boxer. A boxer. Yes, Miss Nola, he is a PUSS. Why? Yes, ma'am, he is. Most definitely is. Yes. Yes. The state should have picked, when she dropped those charges, the state should have picked those charges up. I don't know why they didn't. Maybe because he's a professional boxer. They didn't want to press charges. They didn't want to pick the charges up. Oh, he's a professional boxer. We're not gonna pick the charges up. They should have picked those charges up, Miss Nola. They should have. They should have. Because when he did that, he probably felt like, I ain't gonna get in no trouble. The next person might drop the charges too. So she should have never dropped charges. He would have did it. You sure right. That's right. Maybe she would have dropped those charges. Maybe he would have felt the pain, felt like this is a serious thing. And then on top of that, this is a boxer, y'all. This man can knock your whole head off. A boxer, professional trained boxer. You feel me? And you beating up on these ladies? I always feel like any man that beat up on a woman is a coward. That's a coward. He's a coward. He's a coward. And not only that, he's not going to jump on another man. He might talk, yang, 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 but he ain't going to put no fist. He ain't gonna duke it out. He ain't going to duke it out. He ain't going to fight another man. He's weak. That's what you call a weak-minded man, a weak man that beat up on women. And then a woman that drops the charges, you stupid, weak, dumb, ignorant, delusional, misunderstood, don't have no meaning of anything. You ain't going to stand for nothing. I don't even know what to say about a lady like that. But a woman that dropped charges on a man who been whooped her ass, excuse my French, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. Or if you you don't press charges, does that mean that you got your own revenge that you're going to take out on your own on him? And then that's what? You're going to get your death penalty. So why not file those charges? And I wonder, the lady who dropped the charges, I wonder, did she stay with him? Did she leave him alone? Or did she stay there and continue to get beat up? Because he had charges. He had charges 2020, 2023, 2025. This man, hey, and I bet you, I swear, I bet you, 2020 was not his first time. Excuse me, 2020 was not his first time laying hands on a woman. This is the time that somebody just said, I wrong woman. I'm not her. I don't want to get beat up on. I don't like that. And this was this lady, this last lady. So I hope she stand up to the board and move forward and don't drop the ball and put him where he need to be. Probation, counseling. He need all that. He need all of that. He's abusive. He's violent. Abusive. Very. But anyway, y'all, dang, I just hate that the system was down today. And I will be calling back. Thursday. I'll be calling back Thursday. I was gonna say tomorrow, I might call back tomorrow. Tomorrow I might call back. But I want to, she said I call back in a few, but they close at 5 o'clock. It's 4 something here in Texas. So there's no need of me calling back, and the system still may not be up. So I give it a day. The system should be up on the next day, right? So tomorrow, I would get up early tomorrow after lunch, after 1 o'clock. So tomorrow by 1:30, I will be calling back tomorrow to get the answers the answer to the questions that I have for them in Austin, Texas, about the domestic violence. Again, you women stand up. I'm not saying stand up to them and start beating on the man, because I don't want you to be hurt. When I say stand up, I mean press charges. I mean follow through with your charges. I mean, don't let that person come back. When a man see you press charges on you and he think you might press charges on them and call police for domestic violence, he start doing this. He start doing this, and you know what I mean? Until, he get you back in your groove again, to where it's okay, you comfortable now. He got you back comfortable now. So when he do it again, you won't feel like you want to call nobody, because he got you back comfortable again, right? Right. You don't do that, ladies. When a man put his hands on you the first time, know your worth. When he raise that hand at you, know your worth. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. It's almost 4:30. But anyway, we finna go. But anyway, I'll be back probably tomorrow to make that phone call. I wanna know. But anyway, and before I go, let me just say this here too. Parents who got the teenage daughters, some of your daughters are getting beat up on. Some of y'all daughters are getting beat up on. Trust me. These young teenage boys is beating up on your daughters. Check in with your young queens and your young princes, because these young boys is beating up your daughters. You don't even know that your daughters are getting beat up. I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna let it sink in. Okay? Your daughters who has these violent boyfriends, hot-headed, hot-tempered, they're getting beat up. They're getting abused one way or the other. Okay? They're getting abused. You don't know. They're getting abused. I see a lot of young teenage girls getting beat up, jumped on by them teenage boys who ain't had no training, who disrespectful, need an ass whooping of their own. But they're jumping on your daughters. You know why? Because you're not involved. You're not checking. You're not asking questions. But your daughters, they're getting beat up. I see so many of them young girls getting beat up, and it just kills me not to say things. Sometimes I go in them, I say things, I erase them, because I don't. It ain't my business. It ain't. But some of you daughters are getting their asses whooped, and some of you women out there getting your asses whooped too. Stand up. Make a exit plan. Get your dollars in order. If you think that you don't have enough money to make your move, call 1-800 799-7233. They're there 24 hours, 7 days a week, not just for women. They're there for men's too. Men's get their asses whooped. You think they don't? You got some ignorant women of all color that likes to beat up on men and will beat up on a man. You hear me? Will abuse a man. But I'm telling you, but right now, for what I have been seeing, a lot of y'all teenage daughters, they getting beat up on. If they ain't getting beat up on, they getting abused. That's abuse. Pushing her head, that's abuse. Slapping your head, that's abuse. Verbal abuse. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And right now, the abuse and the violence have got so worse because of what's going on around the world. It's triggering a lot of people in different kind of ways. Emotionally, physically, it's out there. And I've seen so much abuse here lately within the last 6 months. I've seen so much abuse, so much gun violence among these young kids. It's in our community. But hey, I'm fit to go. But y'all, if you got domestic violence going on, you go down there and get your restraining order. I'm going to tell you this as a lady to another lady, a queen, from a queen to another queen. When you're in domestic violence abuse, any kind of abuse, get your restraining order. That's one. 2, make your plan. If you're in domestic violence, how you going to get away? Any safe haven homes, any friends. You don't have the same friends that he got. Because his friends and your friends, it's going to be the same friends. And so when he come over, I want you to know that his friend going to tell him, because don't remember, they got the same friends. You don't talk too much. His girlfriend, a woman, and him, they all buddy. So let me tell you something. Don't talk to them. Talk to someone that he don't know. And he don't know where they live. Okay? Get your plans in order. Get your plans in order, okay? 3, protection. Now I'm talking about protect yourself. Okay? Protection. If you scared of firearm, get you some metal baseball bats, baby, and wear that ass out. You hear me? I mean, send his ass all the way to home run. You hear me? Get you a baseball bat. Well, I mean, wear him out. And when you hit him at first, you hit them legs first. You break them down like a tree. Pow. I ain't into balance, but you break them down like a tree. If you scared of firearm. If you ain't scared of firearm, get you some. Protect yourself. Make sure it's legal. Okay. You bought it from the store. It's yours. You feel me? And your next step is finding you a location to where you can go stay. Find your location. Save your money up. They got organizations out there. They got organizations willing to help you. Women, men. I know you mean, but like, dang, I don't want to tell nobody I want beating up on me. Hey, don't let no woman beat up on you, man. You men's. You also got a place there in domestic violence. They got a number for you too. 1-800-799-7233. 1-800-722-7933. Y'all call that number if you're getting abused. If you know someone, give them that number. Don't get in their business. I don't want to be in your business. I think it's something that you can use, or something that you might want to use and make a phone call. You can also text. You got the call. You can text. But y'all know y'all surrounding when you're getting abused. I'm telling you, I fought. I fought. I told my whole damn apartment up. We told my whole apartment up. You understand me? Oh yeah, we tore it up. My neighbors on the third floor, they heard us. Neighbor across the highway heard us. Neighbor downstairs up under me heard us. Oh yeah, it was going down up in that apartment. Trust me. Trust me. Somebody's gonna leave and somebody's gonna leave. But it went down. It went down. Indeed, at 6 a.m. in the morning, kicking my door in. I'm a light sleeper. I don't sleep too heavy. Yeah. I came around that door in my underwear and my sports bra. What you doing up in my apartment? That's all I said. And from there on, it was a tumble from the front door all the way to the patio. And we told that motherfucker up. You hear me? I'm not gonna let no man put his hands on me and think it's gonna be an easy tumble. Never an easy tumble when you come toward me. I don't like that. I hate a man put his hand on a woman. I've always have. When I was little, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I always grew up and I always said, a man gonna put his hand on me. We gonna fight. He gonna underlie me. Because I'm gonna fight you till I just can't fight no more. And I mean it. And right today in 2026, I still hold the same damn rule. Don't put your hands on me. Woman, man, don't put your hands on me. I'm allowed to just black out and forget about everything and start going through that domestic violence thing through my mind. You know, all kind of things go on up in here. So that's why I don't play games and I don't mess with people. I don't play that because I like to travel a little bit and I don't play those games. So that's why everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. And I wish everybody would do that. You know, I wish, you know, they have organizations of counseling. You know, I don't know about in your city and state where it would be, but I'm sure they have counseling for domestic violence, or if you're going to just sit around and just talk into these groups, if you're not just comfortable talking to one person, you can always talk to somebody in a group. You know, that way when you talk to a group of people, they let you know that you're not in there by yourself, that domestic violence is real in all races. You feel me? You know, it may be worse in some. Hey, Big O, that's my dude. Hey, Big O, how you doing? Big O. My homeboy asked me the other day if I would go coon hunting. I ain't going in the woods. Coon hunting, boy, look at him. But coon is good. It's good. If you know how to cook that old coon brain with that old gravy, you got you something with them old biscuits. Thank you, Big O. Them old biscuits, yeah. That coon be good. But yeah, Big O, I don't know if I want to go to coon hunt. I said, coon hunt, man. Dude had all kind. He told me all kind of traps he had out there in them woods out there for them coons. I said, man, ain't nowhere in the world I'm be out with these doggone coons, man. Now, yeah, but I done ate plenty of coons. You know, I'm a country girl now. Sarah, no, I done ate plenty of coons. What you talking about? Them old coons be good with that old gravy and get you some old biscuits on the side. Man, say, get that old biscuit. Get that old gravy, get that old cooning. That's some good old eating, y'all. Y'all better learn. But guess what? Y'all gonna be knowing about that old coon eating that damn say, oh, Perk was crazy about that old coon. Talking about that old coon, how in that old gravy. That's right. Them old squirrels got some good old squirrels in that good old gravy. Hey, it's that time. Right about now, I need me some deer meat, some hamburger, some burger meat. I need some deer steak. I need me some sausages, and I need my sausages hot, baby. Yes, indeed. Hey, but hey, that's just that country life in me. You know what I'm talking about. But with all that coon and squirrel and all that, you need some biscuits. And trust me, you're going to need that gravy. When you got that gravy over there with that old coon and those squirrels and whatever, hey, that's some good country eating. That's called eat off the land. Eat off the land. Y'all hear me? Yeah, eat off the land. And that's the best way to eat off the land. But I'm going to let y'all go. But I seen this one guy, y'all. He's in the woods. He built him a house. Y'all probably don't talk about he built him a house out of those woods, out of the trees. Built him a house out of the trees. He got him a living room. He got a bedroom. And on the outside, he got where he washes dishes and his bathroom. And it even got a dog out there. And I'm like, this man done went out here and done started living in the woods. And then I finally saw something new that he showed y'all. He got a woman. When that man went to the woods by himself, he was out there all alone with no dog, no pets, no nothing. He didn't have a roof on top of his house. But now that man got a roof on his house. He got a dog. He got a woman. He got the way he washes dishes. He got the way he go to the toilet. Man, he just living free living. Now, if I had a man that can go out there and build me a house, but I'm gonna need more than 2 rooms now because it's a little small up in there. I think he got a house like little house on a prairie, but it didn't look like that. It needs some modeling up in there. But he did a good job to just be on a free land base where he got a house made out of trees, and he went out there. That young man made a house out of those trees. He got a living room, really small. He had a small couch, and after that, you go pay, got a bedroom. But that man is living, y'all. He doing good, big O. He sure is. He doing real good. He ain't paying no bills. He out there, he eating free food. You know, if you like the free, you know, if you can eat deer, you know, squirrels and things like that, you know, you got it made. You got some good eating. And believe it or not, the meat that the animals that I'm calling off, the meat that we eating right now, we eating trash. That's some good meat out there. Y'all just don't know. That's some good meat. That's some good meat. We are eating processed meat. That meat out there ain't being processed. Ain't cut with no adjectives, no nothing. Them squirrels, them coons, and all, that's good eating. If you're a country person, you know that's called good eating. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. And again, before I leave here, again, save your money. Dino, kings and queens, save your money. In truth, he is rich, big O. He is. And when I seen that man, y'all, with a woman, I said, oh my God, he got a woman out there in the woods with him. So they just let you know, if you're a good man and you're a good provider, a woman will follow you anywhere you go. If you good to her, you treat her right. You hear me? But when I seen her, she wasn't the best looking woman. But he's not looking for the best looking woman. He's looking for a woman who can survive with him out on free land. You feel me? And he found him a woman. When I was so surprised that he had him a woman, I said, I got to looking. I said, he even got a woman out there. somebody to love him. He went and found somebody to love him for who he was in the situation that he was in. He found somebody. And I'm glad he did. That just showed me you can find love anywhere, no matter what you got. And y'all, he didn't have no fancy house. He don't have no car. He don't have no refrigerator. He don't have no music. He don't have the fancy clothes. He don't have the fancy hairstyles. She didn't either. But he found him a woman to love him out there in the wilderness. Okay. That's right, Big O. That's priceless. Yes, sir. That's priceless. And when I first seen that man, I'm like, I'm gonna go out here with this man and stay out here in these woods. And I seen him start building and sowing. He started sowing the tree. He had trees. He didn't have the wood. He had tree. He didn't have regular wood. This man had trees. He done measured and cut to make him a home. And that man let me know he was determined and he had determination. And he went out there. He did that. So that made me start thinking, Big O. You hear me? I started saying, well, I'm about tired of paying rent. You know, I done paid all my credit cards out except for you. And I thought about getting me a house on wheels, traveling on wheels at a certain age. I don't want to be paying light bill, water bill, gas bill. I don't want to be doing all that because in reality, y'all, it should be free to us to live with lights, to live with water. You know what I'm saying? What no price on water? What no price on electricity? What no price on stuff like that? We used to live free on our land. Free. We didn't pay for none of that stuff. But when that man got in order and started putting things in order, he can get money, which we call greed. We had to start paying for rent, lights, water, when it's free. And this young man showed me you can live actually free on land with what God put out here for us to live off of. So I really thought about getting me a house on wheels because I'm not paying no more bills with a certain age. When I get a certain age, I'm not paying no credit cards. I'm not paying no rent. I'm not paying no nothing. I want to get my own thing where I can live on my own, But that's what it is, But anyway, y'all talk to y'all daughters about teen violence, domestic violence with the teens, and also y'all check yourselves behind domestic violence. And you women, I've seen you women try to wear the pants in the relationship and try to be from a man. But no matter how little that man is, you women, I want y'all to know, a man is always stronger than a woman. A man can always pull his strength out and be stronger than a woman. Okay? So don't ever think that you got one up on him. The only way he's not stronger than you, he's in love with you. He don't want to hurt you, or he was raised not to really hurt a woman. But a man is always stronger than a woman. That's something a woman always seems to forget. That a man is stronger than her. No matter he a little wimp, he ain't gonna do nothing. He too skinny. Don't think that. Hello. I can't see the name, it's so little. And girl, I'm too old. My eye getting little. My eye getting bad. But y'all, y'all, I'm telling y'all. Teenagers, check your teenage daughters, y'all. They can be getting abused, and they may be scared to tell mom, dad. Y'all talk to your daughters about teenage abuse, domestic violence. Women, y'all stand up for yourselves if you're getting abused. Men, y'all step against these women. Don't let these women be abusing y'all. You hear me? Because you men's be the last one to go and get some help because you don't want to be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Be who you are. Be who you are. You know. And you women's out there hitting on them men's, keep your hands to yourself. And you men's out there putting your hands on these women, keep your hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, I didn't see a lot of abuse. I just see a lot of it now. You know, and I think it's wrong. It's not right. It's not right. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm calling tomorrow and see if the system be up. I'm called early in the day. I might be live again tonight. I'm see if I can contact Pap. Talk about some politics, some things that need to be talked about. It's a lot going on. That need to be talked about. My last thing I'm gonna say is you playing the racism role. Stop it. Stop being racist. Black, white, Mexican, stop being racist. We all bleed the same damn blood, red. And on that note, how the hell you gonna love somebody you don't love yourself? Peace. I'm out. Love you guys.